The companies that will win in 2026 aren't the ones that are using the smartest AI models. They're the one using the cheapest AI models that's good enough at scale. Last week, DeepSeek dropped V2. It scores within 0.2 points of Claude Code Opus. On coding benchmark, it cost roughly an order of magnitude less than GPT-5, and most SME are about to completely miss on what just changed. Let me show you what this means and what do you actually do about it. Before we go further, if you're new here, my name is Raheel. I'm a mechanical engineer with a background in finance, PMP certified. I run AI Horizon Network, where I help companies adopt AI. Not just to buy licenses, not attend a workshop and forget. Actually use it on a basis. I've been working with US-based clients on the same problem, watching what happens when company meets AI tools. Last week, I broke down ChatGPT 5.5 and why most companies won't benefit. This week, the opposite story. DeepSeek V4 isn't about being smarter, it's about being cheaper. And that changed everything from small to mid-sized businesses. So here's the recap. On 24th of August, DeepSeek released V4 in 2 flavors. V4 Pro in flagship 1.3 trillion parameters hits 80.6% on SWE bench verify, essentially matching Claude Opus 4.7 on coding benchmark. Beats Claude on terminal bench, on live code bench, on code forces. It's the frontier quality on coding and reasoning. V4 Flash is the workhorse, 284 billion parameters behind on quality, but still excellent for production work. The part that matters the most to small businesses is the pricing. Claude Opus V4 Pro is matching cost about $25 per million output token. GPT-5, on the other hand, 5.5, cost $30. V4 Pro standard rate 1.74 input and 3.48 output per million tokens. That's 7 times cheaper than Claude at a near identical performance. DeepSeek V4 Pro is currently running a launch promo. $0.435 for input and $0.87 for up per million token. 75% off until 31st of May. That's a frontier class AI under $1 per million tokens. That's never happened before. V4 Flash, 0.14 on input and 0.28 on output, roughly an of magnitude cheaper than GPT-5. DeepSeek dropped cache hit rate to 1/10 of the launch price. That means Agentic loops the workflow where AI calls itself dozens of times to complete a task just got 90% cheaper on the top of base price. So the bottom line, the cost of running AI just collapsed by orders of magnitude. That also means that the cost of your agentic workflow and adoption for the small to medium businesses have just entered a realistic territory. Most AI news channel will stop right here. That was a great model, cheaper model, move on. But hear what they're missing. If you were here for the news, you got it. Click off the tab. It's over. Free to go. No need to watch. But if you're a founder, a team lead, or a manager, the rest is for you. For the last 2 years, agentic AI, the kind that runs research agents, customer support bots, automated content pipelines, has been priced for enterprise. 5,000 euros a month to 10,000 euros a month. Small businesses literally cannot afford to run. This is a democratization of the cost of intelligence between the enterprise model and small businesses. The same workflow that cost an SME $5,000 a month last week now costs just $50. That's not a upgrade. That's a different category of business decision. Now, let me show you 3 shifts SME needs to understand. Here's the first thing that changes. Agent that makes 100 API calls per task, a luxury. A research agent that crawl 50 sources to write a report. A customer support agent that draft a response, checks the knowledge, refines, and then send a sales agent that personalizes 200 outbound emails per day. With ChatGPT 5.5, that workflow might cost you a few euros per task. Run it 1,000 times a day, you're looking at thousands of dollars budget per month. With V4 Flash, the same workflow costs cents per task. You're paying maybe 50 euros a month total. This isn't the difference between an agent being a science fiction project and an agent being a real line item in your team to use every day. Anybody who have used the Gemini Google Studio, render a few pictures, run around few simulations, and the bill 4,500 in Danish kroners. If you're looking at an agentic AI in the last 12 months and decide it was too expensive, that decision was correct then. It is not correct anymore. It's time to reevaluate that decision. Shift number 2, and this one is where most SMEs will lose. DeepSeek is a Chinese company, open weight, MIT license, but Chinese origin, trained on Huawei chips, not Nvidia, because they were blocked. Many enterprises don't touch it. Compliance team will say no, a solid no. Procurement will block it. But here's the thing most SME will confuse here. SMEs don't have those constraints. You don't have compliance team, you don't have procurement team. You're a 30-person company that needs to ship work fast and cheap. The trap is copying enterprise behavior. Hearing the word Chinese model and the reflexes start saying no, even when there is no actual compliance reason for your business. Most of these models, if your data isn't regulated, if you're not selling to government or healthcare, maybe finance, the question isn't, is DeepSeek safe enough for the Fortune 500? The question is it safe enough for my business? And for the most SME, the answer is usually yes. The cost of intelligence is coming down. You have to leverage that to meet the output of the Fortune 500 and the big enterprises. If you self-host the open weight model, the answer becomes an obvious, resounding yes, because the data never leaves your server. So don't let enterprise paranoia cost you 35x intelligence advantage. That's a huge gap. Third shift, the premier model era is ending. For 2 years, the playbook was simple. Pay for the best model, build on top, charge enterprise prices that made sense when GPT-4 was clearly better than everything else. But now that paradigm has changed. V4 Pro matches Claude and most coding benchmarks. Kimi, Quinn, Minimax are all in the same neighborhood. Cheap is good enough. It is not about the use of the model, it's about adoption. How well your team integrate it into an actual workflow, how fast you ship the value with it. Companies still arguing about Claude versus GPT, versus Gemini, or any model. They're missing the whole point. The model is becoming a commodity. The execution is everything. Tools don't win, adoption wins the game. So if you're an SME founder watching this video, here's what I would do this week. Number 1, audit your AI bill. Look at every workflow you're running on GPT and Claude and ask yourself, could we do this job for 80% of your business cases? Switch alone could cut your AI cost by 90% with no loss in quantity. Because the real problem is not to give a task to an AI and expect it to automate the whole thing. Take video editing, for example. Take a video, give it to Claude, edit it. The result is going to be really bad and it's not going to happen. Ask, how much of these little tasks can I automate if I can save 30 to 40% time on a specific task using AI automation? That is the way to go. Number 2 is the agentic workflow. You previously dismiss it because of the cost. A research agent, a content pipeline, a customer support draft system built on a prototype this week using V4 Flash. The economics will shock you. Number 3, don't wait. There is a 75% launch promo right now on V4 Pro and V4 Flash, both. So please, this is the time before 31st of May. Put it in your system, run it. Give it a time to see how it works. If you're going to test the flagship models, this is the window. And number 4, if you hesitate about the Chinese angle, self-host the open weight. The license is MIT. The model is literally run on your hardware. The data never leaves your network. That removes the whole legitimate concern most SMEs raises these days. Now look, SMEs that win in 2026 aren't the one with the smartest tool. They are the one who actually deployed what works. The market just handed you a 35x cost advantage. Whether you take it, it's up to you. If you want help thinking through which workflow to migrate, where adoption is breaking down, and how to actually run an agentic workflow in your team, that is what I do at AI Horizon Network. Our site is live from today. The links are in the description. Drop me a comment with which workflow you would migrate first. If you like that, hit subscribe for the next week. Adoption will win AI race. It's the cost of intelligence that you integrate into your system will help you win. So subscribe and drop me a comment. Thank you very much for watching.